My dear students, welcome back to the lectures of formal languages and automata theory. In this video lecture, we are going to look at an important problem from 5th unit, which is post correspondence problem. And this is very important topic for the examination point of view. And we'll understand what is this post correspondence problem. See, first we will see the example so that we will understand what is post correspondence problem. Later we will come to the definition and we will understand the same type part. Okay, so for easily understanding purpose or for understanding the concept in easy manner, we will go to the example. First we will look at the example. After that we will come to the definition. See here in this post correspondence problem, it consists of dominoes, it consists of set of dominoes. It will be given with the set of dominoes, tiles, elements, dice, whatever it is, you can call anything. You can call it as dominoes, tiles, elements, dice. What is this domino, tile, element and dice? See here. Dice here we will see now. See this one, AB by AC. This is called one domino. We can call this as a domino, tile, elements, dice. Okay, and this is another domino. Otherwise, in another way, it can be, the elements can be given like this: A, B, comma C. So how we need to take this one as AB by C? We need to consider that as AB by C, and AC B. We need to consider that as AC by B. Like that, we have to take, or otherwise in the table they will give you the dominoes like this. So xi part, yi part, xi is AB, yi is AC. Now during that time we will take like this: AB by AC. Why? Because we need to take a domino like as two substrings. One is in the numerator, other string should be in the denominator. And you see the second string C by B. We have to take like this. So xi by yi equal to C by B. So this is how we are going to take the strings. And post correspondence problem consists of dominoes, tiles, elements or dice, and the dominoes are denoted as a pair of elements. Generally we will consider a pair of element as a domino, and we will see what is the concept of this domino. You will be given with these set of dominoes. After giving these set of dominoes, what we are going to do, we will see now. Hope you all understood what is a domino. Okay, and we will understand the problem now. See, we can use each domino for finite number of times. So the thing is that in the post correspondence problem, what we need to do is, we have to arrange the dominoes. We have to arrange these dominoes. Given dominoes, here we have only two dominoes, right? We have to arrange these dominoes in a particular order where the numerator string and the denominator string should be, we should make same. Both the strings we should make same. We will see here. Consider the given dominoes are 1 by 111, this one, this one. There are three dominoes given here. And you can start with any domino among all the three dominoes. Here there are three dominoes given there are three dominoes. You can use any domino. You can start with any domino. And see here, we started with 1 0 111 by 1 0. We started with this domino, and now what we are going to do is, we need to balance both the numerator string and the denominator string. In the numerator part we are having 1 0 111. The denominator we are having only 1 0. So to balance the numerator string and denominator string, what we need to do? We need to keep 111 here. So you need to choose another domino which is starting with ones, which is starting with three ones in the denominator. So this is the domino which is starting with the three ones in the denominator. That's why that will be the suitable domino, and we will take that domino. We started with this one, 1 0 by 1 0. Later we have taken 1 by 111. Why we have taken this? Because we are going to balance the numerator string and the denominator string. Since we are having 1 0 111 in the numerator, starting with 1 0 111 in the numerator, and here we have only 1 0. To balance this, we are searching for the denominator part which is having three ones, a domino which is having three ones in the denominator part. So we found that particular domino and we have taken that domino. Now we will see whether both numerator and denominator got balanced or not. We will see. In the numerator part we are having 1 0 triple 1 1 0 triple 1 1. So it means 1 0 double 1 double 1. And what about the thing in the denominator 1 0 triple 1? So still it has not balanced. Still we need to keep one more 1 in the denominator. And now we will search for the domino which consists of which is starting with single 1. It is starting with single 1 in the denominator part. So we will see here. You can choose any of the domino, but you have to balance both the numerator and denominator string. So in the denominator part, this particular string is having 1. That's why single 1. That's why I am taking that one. So which one here we have taken? See the 1 by triple 1. After 1 by triple 1, again we have taken 1 by triple 1. So that the string here is 1 0 triple 1 double 1 1 0 triple 1 double 1. One extra 1 here we got one extra 1. So to balance this, we have taken this particular domino 1 0 by 0, so that both the numerator position and denominator position has got equal. And we found that the given PCP has solution. Given list is having a solution. So see here the top string and bottom string. We made both top and bottom strings as equal. So in such a way we have to solve post correspondence problem. So we will see the conditions how we will solve post correspondence. This is an example how we are going to solve post correspondence problem. We will now go back and we will see what are the conditions here we have to take. See, all these are the conditions. Whatever the things we have mentioned here, all these are the conditions. First condition, we can use each domino for finite number of times. So we can use each domino for finite number of times to find the solution. And note 2, PCP is a non-deterministic problem. Solution is not unique. There will be many solutions. You can go with any of the solution. It is not mandatory that you have to find out a particular solution. And since this is non-deterministic, you will have many solutions. You can find out any solution and you can go with those strings. No problem. You can use a particular string for any number of times here. It doesn't have any problem. And you can take the same domain for any number of times, but the thing is that you have to make both top string and bottom strings must be same. So you have to make both top string and bottom string as same. You can use the given dominoes for any number of times. Suppose if C by B is recently used, you can use C by B once again. No problem. You can use any number of times, which is the domino which is recently used or which is already used. You can use these dominoes any number of times. You can start with any of the domino. It is not having any problem if you start with the second domino or first domino. You can start with any of the domino, but you have to make sure that you have to arrange after arranging all the dominoes. Please see that top string and bottom string must be the same. So this is post correspondence problem. We are going to the definition of post correspondence problem. See here what the thing is that PCP consists of two lists of strings that are equal of length over the input alphabet. So you will be given with it consists of two lists of strings that are of equal length over the input alphabet. So post correspondence problem consists of, see, when you find out solution for the post correspondence problem, that is nothing but you must have the same equal strength in both the numerator part as well as in the denominator part. Then you will be given with some list of elements. You will be given with some list of elements. You can solve. See here, you are given with some list of elements, A and B. You are having some list of elements A and B, and then there exists an empty set of integers. To solve PCP, we try all the combinations to find Wi equal to Xi. So Wi is, consider Wi is a numerator part, Xi is a denominator part. We have to make the numerator string and denominator string as equal. That's why we can say that this post correspondence problem will be the output of the numerator string and denominator string, which is similar which is similar, not similar actually. Okay, after arranging the strings here, what we are going to get the same string only, right? We are going to get the same string, equal number of ones, equal number of zeros. Whatever the string we have in the numerator, the same string we should be deriving in the denominator also. That is the concept of post correspondence problem. You will be given with some list of elements, and you have to take that as you have to take those list of elements as w1 by x1, that is wi by xi. Suppose if this is the first element in the A, this is the second element in the B. How you have to take this? How you have to take consider these elements? You have to take each domino in the form of wi by xi, numerator and denominator. So you can use any possible combination. You can use any possible combination for making the numerator part and denominator part equal. This is called post correspondence problem. And please read out the conditions given here. You can use any domino for any number of times, for finite number of times. Why we use the word finite number of times? Because until we find out the solution, definitely we'll find out the solution for first few things. So if a solution is not possible, don't go on substituting the things. A solution is not possible with all the possibilities, then we will leave out that. We will not use infinite number of times, we will use only finite number of times. That means you can use any number of times, but there will be a count until you find the solution or until you have not get the solution for the problem. So the thing is that top string and bottom strings must be same after arranging all the elements. So this is about post correspondence problem. We will see example in the next video lecture, another example in the next video lecture. So look out this example which is discussed now. These are the given elements. These are the given dominoes. See here, A list is having 3 elements, B list is having 3 elements. After the elements is given, you have to take the first element in A and first element in B. See, first element in A, first element in B. One is in the numerator, other one is in the denominator. Second element in A, second element in B. One is numerator, other one is denominator. You have to form dominoes like this if dominoes are not given. If dominoes are given, we will take whatever the given dominoes and we will try to solve the problem. You can take you can make use of any domino. Finally, you have to do this top string and bottom string. See, top string and bottom string here, both are same. That is how you need to make it equal. Thank you. We'll meet in the next